So I was like, oh, let me just stop by Napa Main Street Roasters, like
Awesome.
just get, I have time to kill. So I stopped by there and just out of pure chance, like I walk into Main Street Roasters and Jake Triplett is there having coffee and talking to the owners.
Ghosties on second.
Well, hey, Ghosties. Welcome to Hangin with Alvaro. Alvaro, I am afraid to pronounce your last name.
Try it.
Is it Esquin?
I've heard all variations of it. You're close. The U is silent, so it's Esken.
Eskin. Okay. Awesome. Well, hey, we already off to a strong start.
Well, you said his first name
That's
right.
fine.
So I think you're good.
Yeah, you said my first name right. Yeah. And so, I mean, to be fair, when I messaged Caleb that you guys are going to the first session of the Ghosty Getaway,
Yeah.
I said I heard that you and Cody are going to the first session. Corey, I got your name wrong already. So
It's a trend.
At least you didn't call me Nick. So, like Laura said that she thought
yeah,
it was Nick.
exactly.
Right? No, that's a common one. Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Caleb was saying Alvaro. I think that's what.
That's how I used to call, pronounce
And
it.
I was like, 100% certain it's Alvaro. So
Yeah.
Yes. I've heard that. I still have some people that call me that actually, Alvaro, and I've heard all variations of my name.
right.
Just to like some funny variations of it, and this is when I was in high school, and this is from a teacher. So a teacher read my name and she said, I kid you not, avocado? And I was just like, I'm a fruit? What? Like, no, it's not avocado.
Yeah, it's so many letters. It took out the
She
R.
got it all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Dude,
I heard all
until-
variations.
Until this moment, I thought that an avocado was a vegetable. I'm just now realizing it has a seed.
Seed, yeah.
So it's a fruit.
Yeah, it's
100%.
Yeah,
Dang it.
just like a tomato, but we don't really
Exactly.
consider them fruit.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's sweet.
And they just talked about that on this week's episodes when they're talking about summer fruits.
Yeah. Some of the things they listed, I was like, I
Yes.
didn't even know that was a summer fruit. Because we, like, in society we live in, those fruit are pretty much always there.
Yeah, like when they're talking about citrus, it's like
Right.
we have citrus all the time in
Yeah.
Florida. I don't know.
Right. Oh,
Um,
yeah, you guys have oranges.
Yeah.
Oh,
everywhere,
yeah.
right? That's how that works.
I mean, it's not everywhere, like orange groves everywhere, but, like, at
There
some
used
point
to
it
be.
was. Yeah, yeah.
There used to be, like,
Right.
we had
Now we have Walmart.
we had this awesome. There was a whole orange
Yeah,
grove, Walmart. There, like in the town right over next to us called Safety Harbor. There was a place called Sun Groves, and it was like the best little ice cream shop, mom and pop kind of a place. And they had orange groves all like behind the restaurant, behind the ice cream
nice.
shop, and they would make their own
yeah.
like. They made their own homemade salsas and fresh squeezed orange juice, fresh squeezed grapefruit juice. At some point, like they sold it off or something, and then
And orange ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
that orange ice cream.
The best thing
Like
was the orange
creamsicle
ice cream.
Whatever. Yeah, it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
good.
So good.
I miss that.
That
But
sounds
now
delicious.
all those orange groves are all now residential neighborhood. So
Yeah. That's kind of what I meant by the Walmart
yeah.
reference. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they put a Walmart where the orange groves are, not like
Yeah.
now we go to
Exactly.
Walmart to pick our
oh, I
oranges.
got you.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
You
dude,
didn't lose the oranges. You just gained the Walmart.
Yeah.
To bring the oranges.
Right.
it was a good trade. It was a fair trade.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that Walmart Supercenter really changed everything for this small town. They built
do that.
this hotel. We're in the Holiday Inn Express right now. They built this hotel the same year that they built the Super Walmart. And like, so Oldsmar was like this super small town. And then out of nowhere, it got a Super Walmart. There used to be like a Winn-Dixie. And the Super Walmart came and eventually put that Winn-Dixie out of business. And then this hotel came and it was like, why are you building a hotel in Oldsmar? And then eventually 4 other hotels popped up and like there's plenty of business for everybody. And it's wild. So where did you grow up?
It's so I'm originally from Peru. So I grew up in the capital, Lima, Peru, until I was like 30 years old. And then my family moved to Virginia. I'm in Virginia right now. That's where I live.
Okay.
And so middle school, high school, community college, all has been here in Virginia, Northern Virginia area. So, because Virginia's pretty big, but the DC area is really like, if you want to pinpoint where, I'm in the DC area,
Okay,
but on the
sweet.
Virginia side.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say in Peru, what are some significant differences, like climate? Like, where were you in Peru? Because Peru is like that sliver on the side, right? No.
Yeah,
No, I'm thinking
that'd be
Chile.
Chile.
Sorry. Yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah, don't tell other Peruvians; they'll be offended. I'm okay. But the Pacific side of South America, yeah. So like you got Chile, you got Peru, and then you got Ecuador.
Yeah.
So it's like right next to Brazil. And Lima is, if you ever been to like Southern California, like San Diego.
Yeah. Similar.
Very
climate?
similar.
Okay.
Very similar. Yes.
That's what I was trying to
arid,
figure out.
Yeah. Close to the beach is, it's because it's just like very arid and kind of like deserts, in along the coastline.
Okay.
And then it just goes into peaks. It just
Gotcha.
gains elevation like crazy. It just goes up.
Right. Fault line.
And then
Got it.
and you got the Andes, the mountain range,
Yes.
Ooh.
the really peaks.
Is that where those little chocolate mints come from? I'm joking.
Probably. I don't
Andes
know.
mints?
Andy's mints. Whenever you go to Olive
Yeah,
Garden,
Andy's
you always get a... Sorry, my bad.
I thought the same. I was like, are they from the Andes? They're not, but they took after it.
Yeah, they're just capitalizing on the name.
Exactly.
Shoot.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Wait,
What were you
and
gonna ask?
you said when you were in middle school, that's when you moved to Virginia?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Eighth
Wow.
grade. I
Wow. that's
How
a big
old were
change.
you?
started eighth grade in.
How old were you
13 years old.
when you grew the beard? Because that is a nice beard.
Oh, thank you. It's this is a product of the pandemic.
Oh, no way.
I just kept it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to have a goatee. Like I used to just like do the mustache and just a little bit over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then during the pandemic, I just really let it grow because I was at home. I was working from home full time. Then, went from the office to just be at home the whole time. And I was just like,
Did you
I don't
grow out
have
your hair
to
too during that
shave.
time, or no?
oh, the hair. No, this has been a thing. I've always had this.
Well, no, but I
So
mean,
I was born with this.
during the pandemic, did you
I
let
see.
it grow out at all? Or?
No, that I kept cutting because I don't know. Once it gets to a certain size, it just bothers me.
Yeah. That's
So
how
my
I do.
hair is very, it's very wavy. So it's like long waves,
Ooh.
Gotcha.
and so it gets unruly,
Yeah.
and I just don't, I could, I try to grow just the top and then just try to like, kind of like do something that you have, Corey.
Yeah.
But my hair is, I mean, I was gonna need some heavy duty gel to like keep it down.
I only ask
I
because
was like, nah.
for where I work, like a lot of people went from in the office to work from home, and then when we started like using Teams a few months later, so many like truly older guys. Like I wasn't referring to you like that, but I grew out my hair a little bit too. But like older guys that just come on, they had like hair down to their shoulders, and it was like, where did that come from?
No,
It's like everyone was like, yeah, or they had like a big old beard where they were clean shaven from the office. So it's
Oh,
funny.
dude.
Yeah.
What year
Yeah,
did you
no.
graduate high school?
2007.
Okay,
I'm-
awesome.
I'm 37 years old.
Dude, you're...
I know you guys are like 33 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
He
from what I
listens.
heard.
I'm just kidding.
It's funny because everybody else so far has been younger. All of our
Yeah.
guests have been like these young
I know.
20s.
I know.
I'm calling it like as soon as we get people on, I'm like, you're a little you're young. You're a little person. No, I'm just kidding. You're young. Yeah.
I love that Corey immediately was just like, like older guys like you. Not like you. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Did not mean like that. We're like only a couple years apart, so
It's nice. We're in good company. We're in
Yeah,
good
yeah.
company. Yeah.
True.
We're in company with another millennial. Who's
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So, dude, you got to let's dive right into your ghosty origin story. Tell us how and when.
Oh gosh, I had to think about this. This is the second time I had to think about it because, for Nathan, which you guys are gonna have a hangout with him next week, I think you said.
Yeah.
I had to think about this because he was gonna. I knew he told me he was gonna ask me. I was just like, gosh, I don't remember. But so it comes from Trey Kennedy. I used to follow Trey Kennedy back in the Vine days. You remember Vine?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch his videos. I used to think he was hilarious. And then he moved on to YouTube, and then he had a podcast. And I listened to his podcast, and I was just like, it just doesn't. Him by himself, I just didn't find it too interesting, so stopped listening to it. But he was doing Do Less God Bless with Jake.
Oh yeah.
And I had seen Jake in his videos, because he was just a camera guy, and then all of a sudden he was the voice behind the camera, which was always hilarious. And then he went from behind the camera to like in front of the camera. So I was like, that dude is funny.
Yeah.
And then I have a couple of friends who are also Trey Kennedy fans. One of them kind of sent me a message, I believe, and she said, "Hey, Trey has the other guy in his podcast too." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I listened to it, and it was I think they had a podcast where it wasn't the Do Less God Bless behind the paywall, where it was Jake and him, and they had good banter, and I was like, "Oh, this is funnier than his previous stuff. This is actually better."
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like Jake really made his, really brought that podcast alive. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
Trey on his own, he was trying.
It was just a monologue for like an hour and 15 minutes.
It was, yeah. Maybe he was practicing his stand-up comedy.
It wasn't terrible, but yeah, it was so much better, like, night and day.
Yeah. But I like the back and forth. I think that's what attracted me the most. But I think Jake mentioned it, either that or it was recommended. Like one of when you listen to one podcast and it recommends you similar podcasts.
Yeah.
I can't remember, either Jake mentioned it that he had his own podcast or it was recommended. I feel like it was recommended, but it was Jake and Brad, and I started listening to it in like 2021, I believe.
Okay.
So I started listening to it, and it was hilarious, and then I loved it immediately. And then I went back to listen to their episodes, the older episodes.
At what point did you start seeing Gene Shorts comedy videos?
Oh, as soon as they started doing the videos on YouTube, it was because I was already following Trey Kennedy's stuff, so it recommended Gene Short videos. Just straight out of that, and I started watching their videos too, and it was funny. And then then when Trey and Jake and Brad kind of parted ways there, I mean mutually, right. they just took it over. The whole time I was watching those videos, they were pretty funny. I love their stuff. They're hilarious. And
Gene Shorts is definitely one of the reasons why we're ghosties in the first place. That was an entry point for us. We would just watch so many of their videos and thought they were all so funny. And I remember when I met Brad in person, me and Justice were hanging out with him for just a few minutes after church, and he asked Justice, "Hey, what's your favorite Gene Shorts video?" And I think we kind of froze up a little bit. I couldn't think in the moment just because I was just so happy that we were hanging out. But I think the suburban dad suburban dad. Yeah, just anytime that Brad is just that dad character, it's always hilarious. Yeah. But also when the three of them are all together, like you said, before they had gone their separate ways, when all three, Trey, Jake, and Brad, were together. Those were so funny. It just felt like
it was so funny.
3 college friends just like having a blast. In fact, I just saw that Jake reposted on 4th of July their 4th of July video.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. Oh my
so
goodness.
good. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh man,
gotta go
I'll
see
play
it
it for
too.
you after this. Yeah, it's just hilarious.
One that I shared a lot was where they were doing this like this prayer off where they were praying for each other.
Passive aggressive
And then
prayer.
they just kept the passive aggressive prayer, yes. And it kept escalating. Oh, I shared that with my group.
Dude, you know who just did that? John Christ just did that, and it's like a husband and wife doing the passive aggressive prayer. But dude,
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's nowhere close to Trey and Brad. Yeah. That was top tier passive aggressive prayer. Like that's so funny.
They were so good.
And how they end the video by like cutting it like when they're about to fight. Like,
yeah.
I gotta go watch some of these.
One of my favorite videos.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, you know what?
It's been so long.
All you gotta do is just like watch 2 of them, and then you're just like hooked into a whole stream of. Yeah, we should do that one night instead of like watching Lego Masters one of these nights. We should just go through and just do a little marathon of Gene Shorts videos.
Yeah. Binge watch all of Gene Shorts.
Are you a Lego fan?
I am a Lego fan.
In adulthood, have you purchased a set that you're proud of?
Caleb, I'm 37. Yes, I have. I have adult money now.
Is there one on the shelf behind you?
Oh, is that
there
Legos?
actually is.
I was
Good
say,
eye.
it looks like a
Nice.
little Lego logo.
So-
Is that the lunar
Dude.
the rover or something?
No, it's a droidica. It's
Droidica.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, you know what? We haven't
cool.
even gotten into that. That's so when I friended Alvaro on Facebook, the first thing I saw the next day was like he had shared on his stories, and it was like some sort of I forget what it was, but it was like a Star Wars meme or something.
Yeah, like the Duel of Fates, the whole scene and the music and just the cinematography.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm such a sucker for like I remember, when we were kids and the Star Wars DVDs and they had all that bonus content on the bonus discs. I would just watch that. So much of that.
Yep.
And like when they recently put out stuff on Disney Plus, like the making of certain shows like Mandalorian and stuff. But also I've really enjoyed what they did with the ILM kind of like docu-series. Have you watched that? It's called Light and Magic.
I've only watched a few. Yeah.
That's really good. I haven't seen season 2 yet. I've only seen the first episode, but I could eat up all that stuff. It's amazing like how George Lucas is like pretty much responsible for so many of the crazy, like for Pixar, for CGI. Like it's just like he had these ideas and he like found the right people to make them happen. And it's crazy. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
A lot of good things came out of the 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah. Including us.
Including us. Yeah.
That's where I was going.
Shoot. Okay, so last night, Shelby and I were watching a couple of little moments from the Ghosty Getaway pod that you guys recorded live in Gulf Shores.
I watched.
Yes.
You watched it too?
Yeah.
Okay, so we all just recently watched that, and we were just having fun, like seeing you on camera, just kind of telling stories and like misheard song lyrics and things like that.
Like misheard lyrics, yeah.
So tell us the story of like what made you decide, all right, I'm gonna go join a bunch of strangers on the Gulf Shores of Alabama for a week.
Oh, okay. Well, so let me just start with that. That's very unlike me to like just go somewhere with 30 strangers.
Yeah.
So, but like just to like, what built up to that point is, so I had gone to F12.
Oh, okay.
Which was one of their first, one of the first few meetups that they did. And I had met a few people there that I kind of kept in touch, and then they had from F12. The next thing that I did was Grandeboo.
Okay.
Yeah, and in Grandeboo is when the few people that I had met at F12, like I kind of reconnected with, and I got to know a little better. And so there were three people that I knew that were going.
Nice.
Brandon Faulkner, the Carmels, Samuel and Kenzie, and Jason and Ellen. So, well, I say three people, one person and two couples. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So like so I was just like, okay, I was just like, I don't know, if I want to do this or not, but I know some people that are going. So it's if I don't like anybody, I can always fall back to like the people that I know. That's kind of like what I do. I will stick to the people that I know. That's how I deal with social gatherings.
Yeah.
So, but I decided to go at the last minute though. I was like one of the, I had like thought I asked some friends. I actually asked like a coworker. I was just like, like she was like, you never take vacation, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, there's actually this like this beach trip that but it's kind of pricey, and then my coworker was just like, just like.
Go for
just do it. Go for it. Just splurge a little bit, take some vacation time. I was like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna do it. And I reached out to Brad because the only room left was a queen size bed, a one bedroom, like a one room with one queen size bed. So I reached out to Brad. I was like, hey, I want to go, but the only option is this. It's a little pricey, but I want to try to find a roommate. I told him, it's like, can I pay for it? And then now and then just try to figure out like, how to split it, and then, or get the money back or whatever. And Brad was just like, yes, dude, book it. We will figure it out. Don't worry about it. I was just like, okay, great. I'll do it. And I wanted it. I put it on my credit card. I budgeted for half of that price, but I put it in my credit card. I was just like, okay, like hopefully I can get a roommate. And immediately I put it on Facebook. Put a Facebook on the Facebook page of the group. I put out a message. I was just like, hey, like. I'm booking this room. I'm looking for a roommate. I'm looking for another guy that would like to split this room. I was like, it is a queen size. It is a one bed, a queen size bed, And I put in there what I put in that message was, if there's any guy that is, what did I say? It's confident enough in the masculinity to sleep with another guy.
Yes.
Let me know. And immediately, like it didn't take long. Jesse Plattner, I love that dude to death. Like reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, I want to go too, and I don't care. You sleep in the same bed. Let's split the room." So that's how I ended up. Like, it worked out. I only paid what I budgeted for, and I split with this dude, and that we became roommates. We had a ton of fun. I like that guy, and he invited me out to his wedding earlier this year. I went out there to Illinois.
That's awesome.
So so that's it was a last minute decision to go, and I was just like, if anything, I will stick to these people. I ended up making so many friends. Everybody was great. I didn't know why I was so like worried about, but
was it
people were awesome.
At the Go See Getaway last time, was it like action packed, like there was activities like nonstop, or was there like a mix of
it was pretty well balanced?
Okay. Yeah.
It was pretty well balanced, which I enjoy that because I like to have some time to just like relax. Which I probably would have, if it was like action packed the whole time, I would have just set out of a bunch of activities and be like, I just need to chill. But they're pretty good. They were pretty good at like having, like some scheduled times and things that they had around at certain times of the day.
Yeah.
Some group activities.
Yeah.
but also just time to like hang out at the pool or hang out at the beach, just chill. They had what they did is they had like an ongoing competition.
Yeah, the chips thing.
The chips, yes, exactly. So, which is, you know, for the people who want to do activities the whole time, it's great because they were on it. They were asking, "What can I do to get more chips?"
Yeah,
you know, and then I was just like, "You guys knock yourself out."
Yeah,
you know, go on, go ahead.
I only asked because I was saying to Caleb, we just got the email from Brad, and it had the survey, and I was telling my wife, I was like, you know, because we're actually going on like a family vacation like 2 weeks before this Ghosty Getaway. So I was like, okay, that's like a relaxing and we do some things, but like I have 2 little kids. And I was like, I think I'm going to pick the option that's like nonstop like action. But then I was saying, like, we were talking and just like realistically, like, I'm sure they're trying to just gauge and make sure that everyone's thinking along the same lines of like, the reality is they're not going to put like just nonstop games or whatever, you know, activities.
Yeah.
That's a lot to like set up for and stuff.
That's true.
it'd be kind
I
of
haven't done the survey yet.
Me either.
Yeah,
I
we
looked
haven't
at
either.
it and then just didn't finish it.
It'd be cool if like one of the days was like Survivor themed, and like the entire day you were just like playing Survivor all day long,
And like Steve Triplett is the host.
Oh, dude, Steve, that'd be so epic. But like, if you're like having to like put out your torch and like, you like at the top of every hour after every game, there's like another voting. I don't know, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
When my dad was a youth pastor while I was growing up, and there was at one point there was like a pretty decent sized youth group that he had at this like medium sized church, and they did a Survivor Day at Caladesi Island off of like in Clearwater.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And and it was so cool because Caladesi Island is a spot in town where you go to the beach and you park, and then you take a ferry from the beach to this island. So like you're on the ferry, you're heading out for like a 20-minute ferry ride. So you're like you're prepping, like you're getting in your head, like you're getting ready to like play all these games. And I was just a kid. I wasn't actually a part of the Survivor challenges, but like I was almost old enough. I just remember wishing, oh, I want to do this one day.
It's funny.
Yeah, that
sounds cool.
That sounds like a lot for me. It sounds great, but I probably I'll be like, I'm tapping out. You know, like go ahead, help me out.
Or that could be a funny Gene Shorts video, like a Survivor spoof Gene Shorts video or something.
Different people on Survivor.
Yeah, something there.
We did do a Gene Short video of like the crazy board game people, like
that was hilarious.
How people are like playing board games or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very relatable.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Shelby, I feel like I cut you off earlier.
I did that.
Did you have something you were going to say or ask?
Oh, I was just saying, I mean, you know this about me. It sounds like Alvaro is more like my speed. Like I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to do that. I'm identifying. I get you. I get you.
Alvaro, what's your relationship with coffee? I feel like you're a coffee man.
1 cup in the morning. I'm a 1 cup in the morning.
All right.
Every so often I'll have a second cup of coffee.
Wow.
You know, when I need it, but I can't. If I have coffee after like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., I'll have a hard time falling asleep. But
Are you like
we're more on the same level there.
Oh yeah. Are you more of a light, medium, or dark roast kind of guy?
Oh, I think I prefer dark roast, but I like my milk with coffee.
I got you.
So
Okay.
yeah,
That's probably more like you.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, so if I'm gonna be, you know, if I'm putting milk in my coffee, a light roast won't do much. So I gotta go dark roast.
Gotcha.
Like an espresso shot.
Well,
I actually have espresso machine.
Okay. Same.
oh, nice. The espresso machine. I was going to say, not to be like coffee snob over here or something, but sorry. A lot of like, it's a common misconception that like the darker roast is more caffeine. It's actually a lighter roast has more caffeine because the darker you roast it, the caffeine is roasted out of it. So it's really just for more
gonna
of
ask
like a
ChatGPT.
burnt flavor.
That's right.
No,
Yeah,
because
she's right.
have
Yeah.
you ever heard
just
of
kidding.
like
I'm joking.
white coffee? I actually have not tried this. I had a friend recommend this to me, like trying white coffee, but it is
Yeah.
like super caffeinated.
Oh wow.
Like, but I
It's like
haven't
the
I haven't
Death
tried
Wish
it.
one.
They
That's
have it
similar
at,
to they have like a white stout.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like in beer. So and it's like how they roast the hops. Or
We can't
whatever.
talk about that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, yeah, just like the
gonna
the
bring some to the
darker the
getaway.
roast is, like they've roasted it more, so it roasts out like more of the caffeine. So
Yeah.
anyway, that's more about
Good
flavor.
to know.
It's more, yeah. It's just
Yeah,
more.
that
The roast
makes
is more
sense.
about flavor. But I mean, I used to really, really love a dark roast, and I think like now I'm kind of like I like a medium roast,
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't like to put like a lot of times I don't like to put creamer at all. Just drink it black. So I've been enjoying like some of the lighter flavored blends that Main Street Roasters.
Yes.
Use code
Yeah, yeah.
GRKC for
10% off versus
10%
pay
off.
90% of full price.
I
Whenever they say that,
definitely-
I'm like, what?
I
Just say
definitely
10%.
like good, strong coffee. Like I do a lot
yeah.
of cream in my coffee, but I want my coffee like real strong.
Yeah.
So like it's like
I
a
have
lighter
to check.
roast, but it's like
Yeah.
it's like more
nice.
concentrated,
Yeah.
stronger
I just learned
coffee.
something new.
Yeah.
me too.
I just learned something new.
Yeah.
Me too. Dude, if you see in front of us, we have our lovely Friday pickleball paddles.
I can see them. Yes.
May I
From
also
the people
add,
that don't
Thank you for acknowledging.
have not played pickleball.
we've never played pickleball.
We keep saying we're gonna play pickleball.
No, but me and Corey,
we
we're
haven't.
working on it. We found the schedule. Tampa Bay Pickleball. It's now called Pickleball Academy because they have like one in Savannah, one in Lakeland, one
Oh,
in
snap.
whatever. But they have sessions like a couple weeknights, and then on weekends there's different like training sessions. So we're going to go like probably 2 before the
At least
getaway.
one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
YouTube how to play pickleball. I guess are you getting to ask Alvaro if he's played pickleball?
Yeah, that's my question is what's your relationship with pickleball?
My relationship with pickleball is I have played it.
Oh.
Last time I played it was maybe early this year, like early spring. I
So
don't
you're
play it as
casual
much.
acquaintances.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm finding Caleb's wording on this interesting.
Yeah. I like the game. I'm just not a competitive sports person. I like to play the game for fun.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and also so I live in, like I said, I live in Washington D.C. And the pickleball courts around here, the parks are smaller, so there's only so many courts, and they're normally crowded. So like my church, there's people from my church that they have a group chat, and then they always say like when they're going out, and then you go out there, and then like you put your paddle on the queue, and I can get 2 games in like a span of like 2 hours. So
Wow.
most of the time it's just sitting and chatting with
Yeah.
people, but like I want to play more. When I went to Napanee for the Main Street Roasters meetup, earlier in the day we had they found some pickleball courts, and then they were like, hey, we're gonna go out and play some pickleball. I played more pickleball there that day than I had played in a whole year.
Wow.
that
Yeah.
I had ever
Wow.
played.
Wow.
Because
Still
it's,
more
it's
than
just so crowded.
us.
Yeah.
It's so popular. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing. It's just, I just, although now there's a guy in my group now that he has his apartment complex tore down the pool. They filled in the hole, and they put an indoor pickleball court.
Oh,
Wow.
So
elaborate. Okay.
so now I want to go out and like just to like hang out with him, but
Yeah.
also use the pickleball court with him. But he also tore his ACL recently, so I think
Tough
it's gonna be
break.
weird to be like, hey, I'm here to like visit you, but like, can I go use your court?
Yeah.
These are like on
'Cause you
the
can't play.
Yeah, that's what you said.
the schmores of friends you like to have.
Yeah,
like a friend
exactly.
who has unlimited access to.
Yes.
indoor pickleball courts.
Oh, dude! Honorable mention. This should have been one of mine. Richie Rich.
Oh,
Like
snap,
the character
yeah.
Richie Rich from the movies.
Yeah.
Where he has.
Oh,
did you ever see
yes.
that movie? Yeah.
That was
Where he has a McDonald's in his house. He has a theme park in his backyard.
Doesn't he have like? Is it Kool-Aid from the water fountain? Is that movie or is that a different movie?
Oh wait,
I don't know.
I don't remember that.
I can't remember that
part.
Oh, maybe.
Darn it.
But he does have his own roller coaster
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
and the catapult. Wait, you already said roller coaster?
I said
I'm
theme
sorry.
park in his backyard.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
What,
Not a good listener, apparently.
Alvaro? What were some of the like things about? Maybe like, share a story or two, some funny moments from the Ghosty getaway that maybe we haven't heard before.
Or any of these events, maybe.
Oh yeah, actually,
you mentioned you went to
F12,
Napanee. Yeah.
Napanee. Oh, hold on. I have a good question.
Okay.
Our friend, the great Maddie Dieterle, she told us a pretty funny story when she was on that she thinks that she maybe scared you at Napanee because she was just so awestruck that she was meeting Alvaro, like all these famous ghosties.
I think, yeah. No, she didn't scare me. I think so. It's like when I think Jake was like Alvaro, like Maddie wants to get a picture with you. I think it was, and then Maddie wasn't far from there, and I was just like, why? Like, why? Why do you want to? Like, I felt like,
You're like, I'm not.
Get a picture with Jake and Brad, you know, like, but and I hadn't really met Maddie. I haven't really had a conversation with her because a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if anything, I should have been the one that should have asked her for a picture because she's like the Maddie Dieterle with the gifts, with the amazing
the jingles
gifts, and like yeah, exactly. So she's so active in the Facebook group that I'm like, I should have been like, hey, Maddie, let's get a picture together because you're famous. But, so it was just, I think my reaction was just like, why would anybody want to take a picture with me?
Gotcha.
Like, it's like, so it's like, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. It was just one of those.
Just two thumbs up. Just
so that's really what I was saying. It wasn't that she scared me. I was just like, why would anybody want to do that? I'm just
so
just
funny.
a listener.
We have a ghosty. What's it called? The group chat. Oh, it's Ghosties Assemble.
Yeah,
that's the name of the group chat. So I'm going to add you to the group chat after our call because it's like
sweet.
any Ghosty on Second alumni. Just
we need chat. Some millennials in there.
Yeah, you might need to mute the chat every couple of days. It can get a little wild there sometimes, but it's a beautiful like a thing because Shelby doesn't have a Facebook. Corey's not really on Facebook that often. Yeah, but it's just like a little snippet of the Facebook community, like right there, and it's our friends that we've made along the way. And
that's awesome. Yeah,
it's been a pleasure just like kind of meeting people and hear, because you see these faces and you see the Facebook posts and the funny things, but like getting to know you guys in this personal level, it's just been great. It's been awesome.
I haven't seen or known anyone I'm probably one of the newest like ghosties anyway of listening to the podcast. And then definitely like not being on Facebook, I haven't seen, any of the fans, any of the ghosties. So it's cool like meeting people. For me, it's like on a much like more personal scale that I've gotten to know people because this is how I'm getting to meet people for the first time and I'm first hearing these names, and so that's been really cool. And even in the text chat that we've had with the alumni, the Ghosties Assemble, I barely say anything in there, but I just like reading it and seeing what people are. Because I've got like that a little bit of the awkwardness of like I have not like said anything to this or this or this, so I don't want to just like jump in with my own thing. Like I way overthink stuff like that, but I love seeing. It's been cool, like meeting all the people. Like I get a little bit of that social anxiety, but I'm just like, how nice everyone is, and just what great human beings everyone is.
Yeah, and it's okay that you don't have something to contribute every time, because sometimes it'll like they were talking about Jurassic World or whatever the most recent movie is. I don't have anything to contribute here. So
Maddie was going off about like how great Jurassic World Rebirth is and how her and Nathan were talking about how awesome it was, and then and somebody else said something,
Philip was
and
like,
then
"It's not
Philip
that
was
good."
like, "It was fine."
And she said that she was kind of joking that
Yeah.
it was so bad that maybe it was good.
Yeah.
Maybe it was bad.
Yeah, we were already kind of joking about like doing a like a debrief of Jurassic World Rebirth if we all go see it. That'd be too far, I think. Yeah. We don't even have enough time to do this as much as we love this.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We have kids.
Yeah. No, as far as times go to with like Facebook, the only reason why I use Facebook is for the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or groups, I should say.
What about Marketplace? Do you use Facebook Marketplace?
No, I haven't really put it like anything out on the marketplace. I have thought about like, I have my old iPhone. I didn't trade it in because it's really dumb now what they do.
Yeah.
Not to go down into like that,
Yeah.
down a
I
rabbit
feel
hole.
you. Yeah.
But I was like, oh, like I'm not gonna trade it in. I'm just gonna sell it on Facebook Marketplace, see how that goes. I haven't done it yet, so
Yeah.
I fixed my old Nintendo Switch when the new Nintendo Switch came out because there was so many people were saying like, oh, it's really bad. The original is the only one that they could mod, and I was like, ooh, I have one, and it was broken for like years, and like the battery wouldn't charge. So I fixed it. I was gonna put it in Facebook Marketplace, just try to see what the prices are for like the one that people can mod.
Yeah.
I still haven't done. I have all these ideas, and I just don't go through with it. I'm like, "Ah,
I've been
so
there.
it takes time."
There are seasons where like I'll have a couple of items in like the trunk of our minivan that I'm just like, I'm gonna put those online and I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna keep them in my trunk so that way wherever I am, if somebody messages me and like, oh hey, I can meet you right now, I can be like, oh yeah. I just recently sold something that, what was it? Oh, it was the diaper genie thing that we had.
Oh yeah.
I listed it online for like $10 because I wanted to give it to somebody. But if you put it something as free on Facebook Marketplace, you get like a million messages. It's hard to sort through them. Nobody ever shows up. So I put it for $10. And then when the lady it was actually like a husband and wife that showed up, and the lady was like 7 months pregnant. And they went to hand me the $10 bill, and I was like, oh no, this is actually free. You can just have it. I just didn't want to list it for free. And they were like, oh, this is so cool.
That's a smart idea. That's a good way to filter out a bunch of people that are not serious.
Just kicking rock or kicking tires or whatever.
Yeah. So many messages
Should
like that.
kick rocks.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm noticing that your headset looks like a pretty bad to the bone headset. Are you a gamer?
I am actually. I built my own computer.
Ooh, my little brother
purpose
Noah
of
did that.
gaming.
I did that too.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know. You did that too?
Yeah. I don't
forgot about that.
have it anymore, but I did
I remember that.
Yeah.
Now you said that.
7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Did twice actually.
Alvaro, I'm trying to convince my youngest brother Noah, who's 25 or 26 or something, to come on Ghosty Getaway.
Oh.
He's never listened to the pod once. I take it back.
didn't know
He
this
listened.
part.
He listened to like half of an episode with me in the car one time when we were on our way somewhere, and like he likes the idea of it and stuff. But he does things like this with his friends. Like they went to North Carolina and rented out like this huge cabin with like like a 12-bedroom cabin or something that was like overlooking the mountains. And so I was just thinking,
That sounds
cool.
amazing.
It'd be fun to get my little brother in on this.
Yeah.
And I feel like you
Yeah.
guys would hit it off. You guys have a very similar energy.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But,
like-
I mean, I would love to meet him, but
It's like easygoing,
yeah, I mean,
positive. Yeah.
from the last Ghosty Getaway, I mean, I feel like the only thing that it was just like really ghosty like lore related that they did was like a trivia thing. Like Brad started asking questions about like the Ghost Runner Spot
Yeah.
to like gain chips. So like the activities were not like Ghost Runner themed, they were just activities. So I think he would have fun, So
Yeah.
maybe if you pose it that way, it's just like
Yeah.
they're just putting the trip together. It's not
Right.
everything's
There's a bunch of
not
random
like
people.
yeah,
Yeah.
1,800
I
bucks.
think right now
random people.
the
3 days, 4 days.
random people.
Yeah.
right now the tough sell is like, hey, it's a single bed in a shared room with 2 other guys in a bunk bed or something like
Yes.
that. Like that's the last bed that's available right now.
Yeah, that's true.
It is
Oh,
what it
it's
is, though.
have
Well,
you
it's
guys
maybe
tried
less than,
explaining it to people?
What?
Yeah.
Have you tried explaining the trip to people? Like, I'm gonna go. Yeah, when I'm going,
I have.
How do you tell people? Like, that's where I was like, I was trying to tell people like what I was doing. They were like, they would ask me where I was going. I was like, I'm going to the beach, and they would be like, oh, who all is going? And I was like, nobody you know, nobody I know either. It's like,
like,
so they would be like, you're going
actually
to the beach.
Yeah, I said
is filming. It's the real world Gulf Shores.
Yeah, exactly.
For one of my workmates who asked where I was going, I was like, oh, it's like a family reunion type thing up in Gulf Shores. I was like, that actually is pretty true. I mean, we're all brothers and sisters in Christ. Okay. So,
Caleb is like trying to not tell anyone. In fact, he is sorry.
Don't
I'm just
get
gonna.
into this.
It's just funny.
You're funny.
He was like annoyed when I'm like telling my mom kind of what we're doing. He's like, she's not gonna get it. I'm like, I know, but she's asking me about my life. And then when he's like trying to explain to her, like
doing this podcast,
he's trying to explain what this podcast is, but then we can't even explain. And I tried explaining to my mom what the Ghost Runners podcast is, and she's like, I don't get it, but I just want to see what you're doing, so I'm gonna try to listen. And I don't think she's even listened to it at all. But it's just
fine.
It's just funny. It's okay. She just wants to know what we're up to. She's like, if my grandson is making a video of something, I just want to see what it is. I'm like, yeah. She just wants to see. But it's hard to explain.
I had to clarify it because she's one of those moms that like on Facebook that just shares so many photos and posts and stuff on stories. And I was just like, just please don't like post about this. Like
I was like, I just had to tell her like, we're not trying to get famous or something.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like share it to support us or something like that. She's like, oh, okay, that's good to know.
That's been my kind of thing has been like, I mean, I want it to be as big as it can be in the ghosty community. Cause this, as we've said many times, is supposed to be of the ghosties, by the ghosties, and for the ghosties. Like we want it to serve the community, to be a fun place where we can kind of all come together and have an after show and debrief. The more guests, the merrier. Did you catch any of last week's episode, Ghosties Assemble?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I watched from that episode. I watched it on Monday. I like wrote a few things down. I was just like, oh, you know what? I'll bring these things up.
Nice.
From
Go
that
for it.
episode. Philip said King's Dominion, and you guys didn't know what King's Dominion was.
Oh, King's Dominion.
Is he from Pennsylvania? Did I catch that right?
I'm gonna find out right now.
Apparently, we know nothing.
Yeah.
That's okay. Because he said King's Dominion. Have you guys heard of Six Flags?
Oh,
Yeah.
Philip lives in Virginia.
Oh, okay. He does live in Virginia because the only King's Dominion that I know, it's like in the middle of Virginia.
Okay.
And so I was just wondering where he lived because I was like, are there other King's Dominion?
He lives in Schuler.
Oh, that's cool.
But that makes more sense. So yeah, King's Dominion is he's probably like an hour from him. It's like an hour and 15 minutes from me. So I know the King's Dominion. Nice. I was like, oh my gosh, that's where my high school, like we did our senior, one of our senior trips was to King's Dominion.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. It's just a theme park,
How far are you from Busch Gardens?
For King's Dominion is not far from Busch Gardens. Maybe like another 45 minutes, maybe.
Because we have Busch Gardens down here.
You guys have Busch Gardens there?
Yeah. So there's the Tampa Busch Gardens is a different theme. Like our Busch Gardens, it's like the continent of Africa. So there's like Egypt and different things like that.
Right.
And then I think yours is more like medieval.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
My sister used to go there a lot because she went to William and Mary, that university that's like right next to Busch Gardens.
Sweet.
But I only been there once, so I can't really remember the theme. But that whole area theme is like old, like colonial Williamsburg. That's what they call it. Yeah,
I've been there when I was a little kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like the signs say like "Ye Old Town" or something like that.
I was a little kid.
It's weird to picture Busch Gardens being like anything different.
I know, right?
But I knew there was another one. I forgot it was.
I didn't know it was a different theme though. I worked at Busch Gardens in Tampa.
Yeah. Hey, what's What's another? Oh, that's right. You worked there for a whole year. What was
Almost a
your?
whole year.
What was the ride that you were
It
working?
was Gwazi. It was a
Gwazi.
wooden roller coaster.
Oh yeah, which they eventually tore that wooden coaster down and like rebuilt a half wooden, half steel
That's
coaster
way after my time.
called like Iron Gwazi. Like
Yeah.
So what's another note that you have from the pod?
I had one over here, Corey. I think Caleb, you caught this. Corey, you said one of your cousins, but I also heard
Husbands.
one of your husbands.
He said it. I listened back.
And I was like, I laughed,
It was
because
a
I was
flub.
working, and I laughed and I looked down, at my phone because I always have it on playing on my phone, and I was like, that's hilarious. And then you were like, no, I said cousins. I was like, oh, okay, so that wasn't on purpose. I heard husbands.
When about living in the garage. You're like, yeah, one of your husbands lived in the garage, and I was like, husbands, and you're like, no, I said cousins.
Oh,
But it was just a funny little flub.
Freudian
It was just a
Yeah.
funny little, yeah. I was like, oh, that's funny, but it wasn't, it wasn't it. But I also heard husbands, Caleb, so.
Thank you for the validation.
Yeah.
we
Oh,
had
and
a
the
blast.
alarm issues that you guys talked about, because Timon was having,
Yes.
that happened. It's happened to me before, and it happened to me yesterday.
Oh
I
man.
set because I go to the office once a month, and yesterday I set my alarm. I have to set it. I set it for 6 a.m. so that I can get there a little bit earlier, so I can beat the traffic.
Yeah.
Because DC traffic can be crazy. And my alarm didn't go off. Because I would have, because I have my watch. I put it on when I sleep too. And so normally the alarm, instead of making sound, it will just vibrate on your wrist.
Oh,
So I would feel it. I mean, it would have been vibrating for like quite a while, and then there's no way that I just in my sleep turned it off, because it just didn't go off. And then I woke up naturally by like 7:05, and I was just like, well, great, now I have to deal with DC traffic.
Yeah.
So I'm with Timon in that. I'm like, it's
I know, and I can't explain it. So that's the most frustrating part, is that we don't know what's actually causing this. If we knew, we could fix the problem. Like, it'd be one thing if we were forgetting to do something, but when it's just
right.
randomly, for seemingly no reason, doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah,
do,
that's
Alvaro?
Is your job much like Anna Buffini's brother, where you can't talk about it, or can you tell us what you do?
Oh, no, I could talk about my job. There are a lot of people in this area that you ask them what to do, and they'll say, I'm a government contractor. And that's the end of that conversation.
Classic.
Just like, I will ask no more questions. Say no more. Thank you for your service. So what I work at a credit union. So I'm a quality assurance auditor for their lending.
Okay.
So
My younger
And
brother
I-
Josiah also works for a credit union
really?
oh really?
in Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't know what he does
Oh,
there,
he's doing that.
but
Yeah. I mean, I just started this with this credit union this year, and it's full-time remote. Before, the previous credit union that I worked at, it was a similar field, doing quality assurance. I had to go into the office 3 times a week, and it was in Maryland. It was like a 30-minute drive. It wasn't terrible, but it was time for a change. I had done that for
yeah.
11 years, and then I was like, I think it's time for a change.
Yeah.
And then I found the full-time remote, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, that's nice.
That is cool.
That's changed. Is the quality assurance for lending, is it kind of like you're checking on their underwriting?
Yep.
Okay. Just make sure it's solid. Is that
yeah,
post
I'm-
loan?
Post, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, once the loans that we have in our books, I make sure that they are within policy and also within banking regulation, which is important.
Right.
Especially for the difference between banks and credit unions. Banks are for their shareholders. Credit unions are for their membership.
Yeah.
So it's so it feels it feels better to like, make sure that the money that we are that the member base has entrusted the institution is used properly, because all that goes back to the membership.
Right.
And as far as like benefits and features,
Yeah.
in comparison to a bank, all those benefits really just go to the shareholders,
EPS,
which that's just nature of that business.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I like what I do.
Something completely unrelated, but I'm gonna forget if I don't ask now.
Okay.
Is, do you have a favorite jingle over the years, or maybe a couple of them that have really stood out to you?
Yes. I think. Oh my gosh! It's an old one. That I think that song was called "Lip Gloss" by Missy Elliott, and Brad. It was somebody had sent in a jingle, like they replaced the lyrics to that song, and it was I just like the beat of that song, and I was just like, oh, this is Brad is also great at singing too, so it was.
Do you know if it's on the Ghosties Tight Beats playlist on Spotify?
I don't know, actually. I haven't listened to that playlist.
I'm gonna have to make a special request for Philip to search it out and try to get it on there if it's not. I haven't ever heard this. I haven't even heard of this one before. So this is great. This is so fun.
Yeah. There's before Time and Days, which I know it predates you guys, and you. Brad did a lot of the jingles, and I mean, Brad is, he's great too.
Yeah.
But Timon can hit some ranges that Brad can't, and they complement. Sometimes when they harmonize, just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one of them. Another jingle, I think I can't remember the name, but it was one with like AI generated, or not AI generated, but like royalty free music, and it was one of the ones that Timon and Jake did. Oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it was the dentist one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where Timon's doing the gibberish.
Yes, when he was doing the gibberish. I love that. It was like Timon like send him Jake asked him to like figure something out, and then Timon like send him a voice memo saying like, how about this? Like he just goes, he was like, do exactly that. It was great. I love that jingle. It's so good.
I really like that jingle. That was one of the first ones that I can remember loving. And then it was like even more fantastic when a while later, when Maddie did the dance to that jingle and like posted it on the Facebook group. It was just like seeing that happen. It was just like, okay, this is what we've got ourselves into. Like, this is the Ghosty community. Like, this is how wild and fun and just loose and just There's a lot of joy there.
There is. That's true.
Dude, well, I know it's been like a full hour already, and we kind of have to wrap things up already. But this is not the end, Alvaro. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. This is the first of hopefully many times that we'll see Alvaro on the pod over the coming years.
Until we all go gray.
Is there? I actually reached out to to Brad, and I was like, "Hey, I'm having Alvaro on tomorrow night. Is there something I should ask him or something you want to say?" And he was like, "Dude, I don't have any questions right now. Just let him know that I am so excited to see him at Ghosty Getaway."
Oh,
so that's the message from Brad.
They're so down to earth. Both of them. Like, I know we're late, but like just one quick story.
Go for it.
I was, just to like speak to like how personable and like how down to earth kind of people they are. And when I was going out to Indiana to see a Trey Kennedy show with Jake opening, and so it was. So I have some friends in Michigan, and they were coming down to meet me. And I had a friend from Chicago coming down, so we were just kind of like gathering, and we were gonna go watch the Trey Kennedy show. And I was driving, so I was driving out there, And I decided, looked at the time. I was gonna be there like at least 45 minutes earlier than what I planned to be. So my friends were not gonna be down at the place where we're staying yet. So I was like, oh, let me just stop by Napa and eat Main Street Roasters. Like,
Awesome.
I have time to kill. So I stopped by there, and out of pure chance, like I walk into Main Street Roasters, and Jake Triplett is there having coffee and talking to the owners.
No
And
way.
so I saw them talking, and then I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, wait, let me not bother them. They're probably talking business. They're one of the sponsors. I don't want to bother them. So I just kind of was just like in the corner, kind of like tiptoeing my way. It's just like, hi. And then Jake just freaked out. He was like, what are you doing here? And and it was great. And I was just like, oh hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to bother you. And he was like, no, you're not bothering me.
Just kidding.
And and then like after they were done with it, I was with them, they were done with the conversation. I went and ordered something, and then Jake was just like, dude, join me over here. And then we just like sat and chatted for like the remainder of time that I had to kill in there, like
Oh man.
45 minutes. It was just, we just hung out. It was great. It was like, I mean, at this point we had been to, this is post Ghosty Getaway. So, it was just great to like run into him. It was like running into a friend at the coffee shop down the street.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, hey, what's up? And then just catching up. And then it was just like,
Yeah.
so much fun to like, catch up and be like, yeah, I'm going to see you at the casino later this weekend. And, and then like at the casino, I introduced him to like my friend's, my friend's husband who hasn't listened to any of his podcasts or has seen any of his videos. And of course, his wife is a Trey Kennedy fan. And
Yeah.
so I was just like, these are my friends. And then my friend from Chicago who's never listened to the podcast or never seen any of his videos was like, this is my other friend, and then, I hope they're listening to their stuff now. I mean, I've recommended it multiple times, but it was just like, he just spent the time before the show to like talk to us and then just hang out.
It's cool.
It just a testament of how down to earth and
Yeah.
just friendly people they are.
Yeah, they have a lot going on, but they take the time to make the personal connections. I think that we all appreciate that as ghosties.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
Dude, man, it has been a pleasure, and I'm really glad that you took the time to share that story at the end because that was a home run. I loved hearing about that. All right, well, dude, we're definitely gonna add you to the group text right after this, and
Yes, add me.
I look forward to keeping up with
Throw
you.
me into the
Man.
lines. let my phone ring away.
Yes. Wake up 100 unread. The first day, that was me.
It's like unread.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the next movie that you're looking forward to coming out in theaters?
Oh man, I wanted to talk to you about Marvel stuff too.
Oh, Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four, yeah.
Fantastic Four. Dude,
All right, we'll do it again.
Thunderbolts, we're gonna have to talk. Like, we're gonna have
Yes.
to have a different time to talk.
Okay.
Ghost to Get Away, we gotta talk Marvel, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
When we're not doing a bunch
so
of
good.
activities. I'm just kidding.
We'll skip
We'll
out
make
on
sure
one
Corey gets
activity.
activities.
Just kidding.
Awesome, dude. Thanks so much, brother. You have a good night.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was awesome
care.
hanging out, man.
Much love.
See you.
All right.